Hello, darlings. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're another YouTuber, let me know down in the comments and I will sub you back. Now stay safe, get your boosters, and here's the video. Hello, darlings. It's Brandy here. Today is a super quick, poppin' ass Pride set. But first, it's shameless promotion time. If you don't know already, we have all the classic kawaii stuff popping at extra cheap prices. I am also going to put together another Heart with Wings box, maybe two, so you can get the whole collection at once if you're interested. Plus, a new product drop will be coming in the next week or so-ish. And I'm considering doing a live on IG showing all the products. So let me know if you think that sounds awesome. Don't forget to use our ambassadors code KF10, ShrieBaby10, Sassy10, or Lisa10 to save yourself 10% on your entire order. Everything. If you're interested in supporting my channel, but you're not interested in nail products, they have this new option on YouTube where you can donate, and the picture on the side is how it will look once you do. So it gives you like a little special spot kinda in the comments. Thank you, girl. You know, every little bit counts. My PayPal and my Cash App are in my description box. I get that quicker than I would through YouTube. But like I said, every penny counts. So if you would like, thank you. Mwah, mwah. All right, y'all, let's pop into the set. Okay, I have this sped up quite a bit because, as y'all know, I like to take time with my swipes. I'd be swiping for days sometimes, but also each color has to go into the lamp, so it takes more time in between because you're putting two colors on one nail. So this is going to jump around a little bit, but I did want to show you the process of getting a super quick, super easy vertical ombre, because with jelly polish, all you have to do is make the middle ground, like you go a little bit over the middle on each side, and there's your ombre. Just like that. You don't have to worry about any kind of blending or, special brushes or nothing like that, because the other colored polish is already cured. So, you don't have to worry about any kind of transfer or little stripes of the wrong color because of the ombre brush and what may have you. Now, some of these, the color was not as vibrant as the other, like with the red and the orange. So I did 1 coat of red to 2 coats of orange, and that kind of evened it out. The other ones I didn't have a problem with. It was just the orange was a little, not popping. But even the purple, even though it looks a little light because it was with the pink, it was fine 1-to-1 for the color. I would have loved to have bought Valentino's jelly collection that came out this past end of summer, fall, but they're expensive. I'm working on it. I do love me some Valentino, though. It's on my wish list, okay? But these polishes, even though they're like the super cheap kind, they have lasted me the full 2 years, and I think the pigmentation is very great, or at least interesting enough where it keeps me not wanting to buy new ones. But there is a shelf life on most nail products. Like acrylic powder, I'm not really sure. I think that kind of just lasts forever. But everything else has anywhere from like a 2 to 3 year shelf life. If you want to know, if you're interested, because I had been coming up on some of my products that, are at that length, and I have to start replacing them. So just want to let everybody know out there that, they do need to be replaced, and most will come with a expiration date, especially if you get like Benelisa, which is Aliexpress, very cheap, anywhere from like $2 to $3 a bottle. Their colors for the most part are 1 coat. I have their cream neons, and they are fire. Let me tell you, 1 coat. I put 2 because I like a 2 coat kind of thing, unless it's super pigmented. Then, yeah. Okay, so this is how they came out after they were all done. I think they look amazing like that, but as you saw in the picture that's in the thumbnail probably, I had to do the little extra because you know I gotta be extra, right? And this is perfect for Pride Month. We have a bunch of designer rainbow stickers like that, but this I really wanted to have the gradient for the LV because I wanted it to just be total rainbow. And we have this, we have some LV and Chanel, we have the Versace, the Medusa head, split in rainbow. Yes, now you want to do it over light colors. You would be able to see it like as it flashes because it is foil on a darker color, but you want to use like a milky white, maybe even like a light nude, a light nude pink. I don't know. It's up to you. But I did want to show how this sheet of sticker, it has little like serrations on it so that you can cut around wherever you need and still be able to use the sheet of stickers. And if you're not doing like super long sets, or if you're not looking for particular colors in the gradient, that sheet of stickers will last you. I mean, it could do a whole set or a set and a half, especially if you're using small nails, or short nails, I should say, not small. But like I said, I wanted to get that whole rainbow gradient in there. So I wanted the red, yellow, green. The blue and the purple weren't going to fit, but that worked out okay because the index finger is in between the is in between the thumb and the middle finger, duh. But you know, it goes with the colors that it's in between, and the same thing for the ring finger, where it's in between the blue green and purple and pink. I swear my mouth is not on vacation. So what I'm doing here is I'm cutting around the actual nail itself, but I am also cutting around the shapes so that, you know, those little tabs or whatever you want to call it in there, the pre-cuts, are being used. And then you can trim it as you'd like around the actual nail itself. Now you could score the sides of these stickers. I know that Cherie, my ambassador, just nailed it. She always scores her water decals and her stickers first, but I'm never sure where the bunches are going to show up. So I usually put the sticker on and then I'll give a little snip snip where it needs to be as I'm cutting off the excess of the sticker itself. Now, because all of these nails are clear or semi-translucent, you want to be careful with the sticker going over the side and sticking to the back because it's going to look funny because it's see-through, right? And the same thing with the jelly polishes, because you can see through it. Any kind of like drips on the underneath, or when you're capping the free edge or the front, that's why I always run my finger like underneath the bottom of the nail, because you know when you're doing the free edge, stuff gets under there sometimes. But it's more imperative that it's done with semi-translucent stuff or translucent, whatever may have you, right? But even with regular cream polishes, you still, you know, it just makes everything look neater. You know, you don't want to sell somebody nails and then have them look at them, go to put them on, and they look underneath and there's all these little blobs and stuff, right? So another reason why I wear gloves. Okay, so a funny story, right? I was doing these nails for one of my sisters. And yes, there's going to be some pop and shit coming out with those nails, right? But anyways, the base was black, so I didn't have any gloves on. And, you know, I was just working barehanded. And of course, running my finger underneath and, you know, checking everything. I dropped the nail a few times when it was wet because, of course, I drop everything when I get tired, right? Between the arthritis and just being sleepy. Now, I'm going to interrupt the story real quick. What I'm doing here is some of the stickers did get stuck to the underneath. So what I do to neaten up the free edge before I top coat it and to get rid of any Snickers, stickers that might have stuck to the bottom. Sometimes they're really stuck on there. So if you just file the edges quickly, you can usually, it'll break it, and then you can get the thing off the back without affecting the nail itself. Okay, back to the story. So the next day I took a shower, right? And I didn't realize that I had, well, I knew that I had black polish on my hands, but I had some like on my thigh, on my calf, like when I dropped the nail and stuff. So I had it everywhere. So that's why I wear gloves, okay? That is the story behind that. Okay, now this is a 12 grid of colored Holo. Yes, this is what makes it all pop like crazy. It costs around $4, which is kind of pricey for this kind of thing, but if you try to buy it individually, it's way more expensive. So I'm showing how to unwrap it. Originally, I was going to try to take the glitter from the actual plastic because, you know, we don't waste nothing around here. But I ended up needing a lot more glitter or pigment or whatever you want to call it than I was expecting. So I'm glad that I just rolled it up and threw it away, because the nails obviously still had their inhibition layer, so the plastic was sticking to them left and right. I got the top back on, and I only opened the color that I was doing at the moment, because y'all know about my spillage issues, right? I was just talking about it, but I do it with everything. But anyways, okay, so I opened a brand new top coat, so of course I am putting it on my palette, and I am top coating the nail regularly. I'm going to put it in the lamp for only 10 seconds. That's right, 10 seconds. That's how I do all my chromes, my glitters, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I took it out of the lamp. I go right in with the red Holo, and this is where I realized that I'm gonna need a lot more than I would need for a regular Holo or you know, Aurora or whatever, because this was more like it covers it, kind of like a very, very small sequin glitter. But I ended up using one little eyeshadow applicator per nail, because you know it has two sides, plus it doesn't really matter because of the whole ombre thing going on anyway. And I was a little unsure about what colors to use for what, and you will see with the green I picked the wrong green, so I had to start again, but everything else was pretty much perfect. I'm glad I didn't use yellow, because there wasn't a yellow, there was only gold, and I feel like there is a small difference between them. So as I'm rubbing it, that's why I'm realizing it's a sequin glitter, like a mini sequin glitter, more than an actual like Holo pigment, because if I pushed too hard, it was like I could feel it moving, because of course the gel wasn't cured all the way. So once you get it, you know, down and flat and everything like that, you put it back in the lamp for a full cure, and then you would top coat it after that. So I'm looking at these, and this is where I picked the wrong color. Now, I wanted it to just be like a nice light popping color, but there was just too much of a contrast between the green and the light green of the Holo. So what I ended up doing, I tried to cover over it. That didn't work. So I took my little towels, and I take my alcohol, and I'm rubbing it off, right? And not all of it came off, and that is something that you might consider as well, and make sure you match your colors but in the beginning, because, you know, I still had some of that light green on there. Not that it really mattered in the end, but I still think it would have looked funny if I went with the light one totally. So I'm putting another top coat on there, because obviously the one that was only partially cured, I wiped some of it off, so you have to put a whole new top coat on there. Again, like I said, 10 seconds. And I was just looking at the colors and everything to make sure I had the right pink and the right purple. So here I'm going in with the green, and it matches beautifully, and I am just, you know, rubbing that in. Rubbing it in. Anyways, And like I said, I used the same eyeshadow applicator. I used one side and then the other. But even then, there was only small particles of it left on the eyeshadow applicator. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But, you know, with other chromes and powders and stuff, sometimes you can't do that. So it worked out good for this. So I was happy. Okay, so this is what is called, quote unquote, the reveal shot, right? Because usually, like, if you use glitter with acrylic or, I don't know, chromes and stuff like that, and you like encapsulate it and then you put the top coat over it, they call that the reveal shot. And this is kind of the same thing because it really made the glitter go kaboom. You know, like sparkle, 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 sparkle everywhere. So, I am again taking the top coat right off the palette and just going in, and I'm not really too concerned about mixing the colors or anything like that. Like, I didn't clean my brush in between like I would have if I used different colors of chrome. So yeah, and this is a finished look. I put some piercings on it. Yes, ladies, yeah, and gentlemen, yes, yes, yes. I got the pride popping with this. I thought it was going to be a super duper easy set, and it is, but just look at that. Look at that. I'm so happy with it. I think it came out marvelous. And if you do too, let me know down in the comments. And if you don't, let me know down in the comments still, because it's not like I give a damn anyway. But and that's my Tasha K voice, okay? And y'all who know, you know, and y'all who don't, then that's okay too. But yeah. Okay, so here's the out of focus look. Look at that, like disco, bitch. Yes. Fire. I had to do it under the table because that's the only way I could get it out of focus. You know, you try so hard when you're taking pictures to get it in focus, and then you can't get it out of focus when you want it, right? So don't forget, visit the website. Even just take a look around because there's a little something for everybody. I know I have the big charms popping lately, but we got all kinds of stuff going on there. And use the ambassador code SherieBaby10, Sassy10, Lisa10, or KF10 to save yourself 10% on your whole order. And that counts on sale stuff too. Also, I'm going to be putting out one or two new Hearts with Wing boxes with the kawaii stuff. And I'm going to go live sometime next week on IG, as well as doing a YouTube video for our next product drop. So don't hold me to it, but yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to get it all done. Fingers crossed, right? And yeah, please like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube-y stuff. And that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a marvelous day. And thanks again. Mwah.